We have some exciting updates to look forward to this week. They announced today what the different difficulty options meant in terms of gameplay. So obviously we knew before that the higher difficulty you play on, the higher chance of better loot drops. So we have easy, normal, hard, and brutal, and we didn't know before how exactly each difficulty mode would change in terms of gameplay, so it's nice to be able to see that it's not just having more HP, more damage done, but it's nice to be able to see that there'll be some tactics involved in with higher difficulties. Now with you getting a higher chance of better loot drops or more loot drops, we need to see if it'll be actually worth it to play on brutal mode, depending on how long it may take to beat an enemy or beat a boss, or if that includes opening chests or includes mission rewards at the end of the mission as well. So there's a few unanswered questions there that I'm sure we'll find out sometime this week or next week in the war table, or even just when we first get the game. So for instance, we know if you play on normal mode during the beta, you get an item or you get a gear piece of loot of rare variety after successfully completing the mission. And when I was playing during normal mode, I also received a few epics and legendaries from enemy drops. So the beta may have increased the chance of those kinds of loot drops, which I kind of have a feeling that they did, so we could actually see some. So I'm assuming that if you play during normal mode, it may be kind of rare for you to get a legendary. So if that's the case, then we're pretty much just going to have to wait and see to figure out what the most efficient method is to obtain the loot that you need. There is a rumor that there is one more level that is above legendary. Exotic, I think it's exotic, yeah, exotic. And I wonder if they'll make it that you can only obtain exotic gear on harder difficulty, or even you can only get exotic gear if you complete in-game content such as raids or whatever else they haven't announced yet. We will find out more on gear and in-game this Friday when they talk about gear and cosmetics, and as well on September 1st when the next war table goes live. So we have a few more things to look forward to this week. Tomorrow will be an overview of online play. Now that could be numerous different things, but I think they will talk more about the different modes that they haven't really gone into depth yet, such as hives, villain sectors. We know what they're about, but we haven't really seen them yet. So I think we may get some screenshots, possibly go into more detail on war zones, maybe free roam as well. I think they will leave raids until the next war table, since that's a pretty big topic, and I'm sure they want to actually showcase that off instead of just bullet points and screenshots. On Friday, they will go into detail on gear and cosmetics like I mentioned earlier, and this is what I'm most excited to see right now. What we know so far is that gear does not affect appearance, so no clowns allowed, and we know that some skins can only be completed or can only be earned by completing certain missions, while others will only be available if you purchase them from the marketplace. Crystal Dynamics said it will be a balance mix of both. So now it's just about, can you earn in-game currency enough to be able to purchase these skins without having to spend real cash. That's what I'm expecting them to talk about as well on Friday. Sunday is an insight into the weekly gameplay ritual. This is also something I'm pretty excited to see, but I think it's kind of self-explanatory, but this is going to be necessary to get a better idea of the gameplay loop, what each person will be doing when they load in. You know, if there's dailies, weeklies, obviously we know there's going to be daily and weekly challenges that are going to be changing on a weekly basis, maybe even daily basis, but we'll probably see more on that on Sunday, so that's pretty exciting. So that's it for this video. I'm going to make another video to go over what they talk about tomorrow as well as on Friday, and then another one Sunday. And if they happen to leave in-game discussion until the next war table, then that is when I will also leave the in-game discussion video as well. There's one more video that I think that would probably help out a lot of people, and it helped out with myself actually, is the prequel comics discussion. So the Gamerverse, talk about the prequels before the game actually launches. I'll probably have that out in a few more days. This is going to take me a little bit more time, but something else to look forward to. Peace!